think international managers are starting to get a good idea of what their squad's going to look like heading into next tournament. But for England, Thomas Tuchel hasn't been there for 4 years now. Who do you think, especially in those attacking midfield positions, gets into his team and gets left behind?
Well, there was a big uproar when he didn't call up Jude Bellingham, and I thought that was absolutely ridiculous because Jude wasn't fit. You know, Jude had just come back from injury, but his country, they grab at every headline, and it looked like, wow, Tuchel and Jude are not meshing here. Jude Bellingham's one of the first names on the team sheet. He's one of the first names on the plane. Let's just put him to the side, right? Cole Palmer. When Cole Palmer is fit, he's one of the best in his position in world football. He was in the World 11. He was on the Ballon d'Or lists. So I think Cole Palmer is definitely in there. The more interesting discussion is Phil Foden or Morgan Rogers, because Phil Foden has been dropped by Thomas Tuchel before because of his form, not injuries, his form. So that was kind of a, hey, you don't get your act together, you're not going to make my squad. And Phil Foden has responded brilliantly. He's balling out for Man City at the moment, and he's back in the England team. Morgan Rogers has been one of Tuchel's soldiers in a way. He makes every squad and he's played in most games. This is a tough one because Foden for England isn't Foden for Man City. I'm going to be honest. Rogers, I haven't been able to see him at tournament level. So it's a tough one here, but I'm not going to lie. I am going to have to go with Phil Foden, and I am sorry to Morgan Rogers, but if I'm having to pick 3 attacking midfielders, Rogers wouldn't make the cut.
It's tough though, because you're saying on quality, but on performance levels, Morgan Rogers is proving to be a more reliable England performer than Phil Foden. My one qualm about it is I think it's really important when you go to tournaments to have different profiles. And with Rogers, I do think he has a lot of Jude Bellingham characteristics in the way that they play. They both want to carry the ball. They both want to weave through pressure. They're both big, imposing, central attacking midfielders, whereas Foden maybe gives you a little something different. So is it more about bringing different kinds of profiles so you're ready for any kind of situation? In that regard, maybe I go with Foden, but I think form has to take into account, man. And with Phil Foden, we are still waiting to see the Phil Foden Manchester City in an England shirt. It still hasn't happened.